Hello, me again, Bev Short. Okay, so a lot of you may know, not necessarily all of you, that I am a vitality coach and menopause specialist. So I deal in people's health, and that is for women over 40. Now today I wanted to talk to you about one of my clients who's finished up with me now, and she wrote to me yesterday to tell me something which was absolutely amazing. I've got lots of notes today. So my client's called Laura, right? And in 2009, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. She woke up on New Year's Day and her eyes were moving. She couldn't focus on anything. She basically vomited for a whole week. She went off to see the hospital. They diagnosed her with MS. She could hardly stand. She was very weak. She was very unstable. She could hardly walk. She was slurring her speech. She couldn't swallow. She couldn't do much without any help at all, even going to the bathroom, getting washed, any of those things. And this happened literally overnight. Right, so I think she was 35 when she was diagnosed, and she will say quite openly that she's been a type A personality all her life, very, very driven, very focused. One of these women who just gets on and does everything. Okay, that's the kind of person that she was. And what's interesting to her, she says now she's realized that the people that she knows with MS are very, very similar in their personalities. So I wonder if there's a connection there. Anyway, when she was diagnosed, she was given drugs, and she was told by the hospital that there wasn't anything that they could do for her, and that she had a huge chance of having another attack like this, and if she did, to go back again. But unless she had an attack, there was nothing they could do apart from give her high dosages of drugs. Now I understand that over the years the drugs have changed, so she's not on quite as many drugs as she was. But anyway, so Laura, being the person that she is, did not want to accept this, and she wanted to try and find a way to make herself better, because she wasn't going to accept at the age of 35 that this was going to be her life and that she was going to go downhill from then on. So she just started doing some research on the internet, and she found a guy called George Jelinek, Jelinek, who was a doctor himself and who'd been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at the age of 40, and his mother had MS. And she'd actually committed suicide because the MS was so bad. And he knew what was in store for him. So he started doing his research, and he found a doctor who had started looking into things in the 1940s for multiple sclerosis. So he took up the work where the other guy had left off when he died. So what Laura did was study George Jelinek's work and started to change the way that she ate. All right, so quite specific ways of changing how she ate. Now I think she gave up most meat. She gave up saturated fats. Hi, Cindy. She started a mindfulness practice, meditation. She started exercising, and she went to a retreat that George Jelinek was running in the North Island of New Zealand. And she spent a whole week there with him and lots of other people who had multiple sclerosis. So she realized, and also this is what George Jelinek said, it's taken you 35 years or more to get to the stage where your body has given you multiple sclerosis. Any change, hi Cindy, any change is not going to happen overnight, and it was going to be a long haul with the changes in her lifestyle to make herself feel better. But she did amazingly start to feel a lot better. And then last year she came to see me and she said, you know, I'm heaps better with the work that I've done already, but I still think that I've got a lot to learn about eating. I don't know whether I'm eating correctly. So we started working together, and we worked together for about, I think it was about 8 weeks or so, not a huge amount of time. And I could see that there were improvements that she could make around her diet. We also looked at changes in her exercise, and we looked at her lifestyle as well, and self-care, which of course is incredibly important. So over the space of time that she worked with me, she then got even better, you know. So this was just tweaks in her diet from the, you know, the changes that she'd made before. So I want to just tell you, where are we? Where's my notes? Right, so when she wrote to me yesterday, she told me that she'd been to see the neurologist. Now, I don't understand the scoring system that they have when they do all their exams and their tests on people who have MS. But what she said to me was that when she first was tested on their scale, she was 6.5. So I'm assuming that's quite bad because that was right at the start of when she had MS. After she'd made the changes that she'd made herself, right, her score, the best score that she's had in 8 years, was 2. So she had improved dramatically. Some of her brain lesions had even disappeared, right, from changing her lifestyle. And then when she went yesterday or the day before, whenever it was, her score was 0. Right? And what the doctor said to her was that she couldn't have done this without changing her lifestyle. So it was her lifestyle changes, her food, her nutrition, her exercise, her mindfulness, her meditation, all those things. If you're wondering what the noise is, the dog's been having a drink. All those things had really improved her condition dramatically, right? And then when she started working with me, it got even better again. And she said to me that after working with me, she honestly felt like she felt before she got MS. Now, that is the power of these things. This is the drug that I peddle in every day, and people underestimate it. Now, I'm going to read you now a list of the changes that occurred for her after just those few weeks of working with me, right? Now, she went to Rarotonga, right, one of the Pacific Islands, and she hadn't worn a bikini in 20 years. I don't know why, because she's a lovely looking woman. But she wore a bikini, and she felt so confident in it, and so amazing, far more confident than she did the 20 years previously, all right? When she came to me, she said, I don't really need to lose weight. She lost 7 kilos without even trying. And that made her feel amazing, right? She said to me, I'm aware now of what my body is telling me. So, for example, she can recognize when she's premenstrual that her MS symptoms are coming to the surface. So now she's tracking her periods. Now she's aware of when these MS symptoms may be coming up, and she can tweak her lifestyle to make sure that she manages those a lot better. So that's fantastic, right? She had bloating when she came to me. No more bloating. She had night sweats from being in perimenopause. No more night sweats. She used to drink a lot more, so we examined that. So now she's reduced her alcohol intake and predominantly drinks low alcohol wine, because of course we know that wine has a major impact on menopausal symptoms. She wasn't sleeping particularly well. She sleeps like a baby now, right? And she used to wake up in the morning with a headache. And then she'd have to, go and maybe have a shower really, really slowly, and then maybe possibly even go back to bed for a short time. She never has a headache now. She never has to go back to bed. She's got full day energy. It's amazing. The exercise that I got her into doing, right? She couldn't do certain things, like she couldn't go to the gym because it exhausted her. She started doing an exercise program that I recommended, that I discovered online, and it's this 15-minute thing, and it's absolutely amazing. She started to tone her body, and she feels amazing because she's toned her body, but she actually has now more energy for the walks that she does. Her MS-related aches and pains, she hardly feels them. So this is the power of food. And thinking about what you, self-care. I did goal setting with Laura, right? And we talked about her hours that she worked and stuff like that. And she was saying, oh, so, you know, once I'm feeling a little bit better, then I can go back to doing a bit more work. And I'm going, no, because your multiple sclerosis isn't going to go anywhere, darling. You've got to change your lifestyle and stay in that lifestyle to maintain this health and vitality and energy that you now have. So she's even thinking about that, you know. So I wanted to get that out there. I think it's a huge celebration that somebody can change their life so dramatically with tweaks in their diet, tweaks in exercise, thinking about self-care, you know, mindfulness, meditation, all those things. And it's just so important. So I'm going to leave that with you. Honestly, I felt like celebrating the other day when she said that to me. I was just like gobsmacked, a 0 on that score. So I'm so proud of her. Anyway, thanks guys for coming on. Thank you, Eurydice. I don't know how you pronounce that name, but thank you very much for coming on. And lovely to see you, Cindy and Chris. See you again soon. Bye.